time. Show me a hill I can climb. Give me a mountain to move, and I'll prove that it's a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. Early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
Very special day it is. It is a day with Holly Thompson. It is finally Friday.
Yay!
And a little fur hat over there. I'm totally jealous. If you set it down, if you take it off, it might come over here to this side of the microphones, okay?
It gives it a great pop in the snow.
It does. I love it. Actually, I have one too, and I did not. I'm so missing a opportunity here, Holly. We could have been twinsy.
Yeah.
I will never let this happen again. I will be better prepared. Okay. It was a little bit crazy this morning. We're going to talk about that, but let's thank our beautiful sponsors.
We'd like to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Roses, Fox Lee Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Marshall Monuments, McAllister Lane Consulting, Springer and Springer Insurance, Schneck Hospital, and Temple and Temple. Thanks to our great sponsors,
which are fantastic. We're very proud of our sponsors, and I want to give kind of a road report. I'm hearing from all around, and they said a lot of people that are traveling south, they said that around the Sellersburg area there's still a lot of slick roads. So kind of coming in from the south into the Sellersburg area, I'm sure they're doing the best they can do, but there is still a lot of really slick roads and still covered snow.
Yeah.
I do believe most of our arteries here as far as the state highways look a lot better, but we do see a lot of the county roads that are still covered or still slick. And we're going to be talking with our Indiana State Police. We're going to be talking with Kerry Halls. He's going to call in, which he's actually been on the road. I think it was 5 o'clock this morning. He got out and was driving and showing. So the Washington County area, I think he did northern Indiana. So we're going to talk, or northern
northern Indiana.
It's going to northern Washington County. Holly, it's going to be an interesting morning. Early morning here it was for me too. So anyway, the roads, we want everybody to be safe. If you don't have to get out, don't. But if you do, be safe, you know. And for those that have medical issues, call the authorities. They're fantastic out there. And our city, county, and state are doing a great job.
I know because we got 5 inches in Pekin where I lived this morning. There was 5 inches that we measured, and I was like, oh boy, I left extra early to get in this morning, and but I got on Highway 60, and Highway 60 had been cleared off. I still took it really nice and slow, but they've done a great job clearing the roads already this morning.
Absolutely. We do have Kerry Halls. Good morning.
Good morning.
And an
How is everybody?
We're doing good. We're here. We're talking about the roads, and you were up early, cracking early this morning, driving, and kind of give us what your morning started. I think you were on the road by 5 or something like that.
Yeah, I think I was a little bit late today. It was about 5:30. I went out to check it out, and overnight we didn't have a lot of problems. We would say it was probably a relatively slow night traffic-wise. It wasn't too bad. We did have some crashes, though, especially on the Interstate 65 and 265. But things are better now for the most part. The roads are I've just took 60 all the way down to Pekin, and right now it's basically just pavement in most areas. People still need to be careful, obviously, and pay attention to what the road looks like in front of them, because there are places that are still covered in slush and snow. But the highways right now, for the most part, are in pretty good shape. However, we just had a crash that was just put out in Harrison County that we got units en route to on I-64, which I think they got more snow over that way. So we have a car off the road side of the roadway and over an embankment right now on I-64. So people need to be careful and praying for those people, obviously. But not working a whole bunch right now, but we do have 3 crashes going on right now as we speak. The ISP is working somewhere in the 5-county area.
Oh, wow. Wow. Which would be Washington,
Scott, Harrison, Floyd, and Clark.
Okay. All right. Well, and that's all right here, down here in the southern part of the state, and we're like, it felt like we got it hard. Do you feel like you were more kind of also at the northern part of Washington County? Did they get as much snow, towards more towards Brownstown area?
Well, we've got roughly 3 to 4 inches. It looks like at my house this morning. I know in Seymour this morning they had a multi-vehicle crash on I-65 around the 55-mile marker, which is just north of Seymour. I think they got roughly about the same amount of snow. I was told, I don't know if this is true, I was told the Paoli area got the most snow.
That's what I we were getting, I got several photos from Paoli, and they got hit hard over there.
But people just need to be careful today. Still, I see a lot of people that are driving around and they haven't cleared their vehicle off. And, if the roads are safe, but you have a car that's still covered with snow, that still causes problems and it causes crashes. So people need to remember to go out there and brush that car off, get everything off the top of the car, get those headlights cleared. I've seen several cars this morning before the sun was up that you could barely see their headlights going through the snow because they just didn't clear their car off. So that's a big safety factor that people oftentimes think, well, I'll be fine, I'm just going down the road. But you need to clear that car off completely before you drive.
Yeah, I saw that early morning too, and I think what I heard them, or what I've heard before, not this morning, but what I've heard before is they think that they can get enough momentum that it'll just come off on its own. But
well, it often does into the car behind them, and that causes problems. So
yeah, and also I don't know that this morning, because early morning it was slick, and I did see some cars out, like you said, and I'm glad you brought that up because that it just takes a few seconds to do it. If you have a good broom or whatever you have, or a scraper,
right,
just to get that cleared. And also your visual, and a lot of your backup cameras are not even, you can't even hardly see out of them when there's so much ice or snow.
And those sensors won't work either if they're covered with ice or snow, so you may not know if you're getting ready to back into something. So it just takes a few minutes to do it. I know it might be cold and wet, but really for your safety's sake, it's just a few minutes that can make a big difference. So right now, like I said, things aren't too bad out there, but we are still working crashes, so people still need to leave early. They still need to drive with caution, pay attention to the road surface in front of them. And, sometimes it may just look wet, but it can be more than wet. It's currently, and at least in my car, says it's 28 degrees right now. So the road treatments that NDOT has put down, thankfully, over the past couple of days, and those crews are out working hard. They have been all night, and they're still out. I've just passed a few plows in the past couple of minutes. They're making a difference on the roadways, and it's clearing up kind of quickly from the work that they're doing. But people still have to take caution and drive as if there's snow on the road.
Right. good food for thought and good reminders, and I love that. And I appreciate your availability. I know you're busy, and I know that it's a busy morning, and but I really appreciate, if we can, put these seeds and plant these great seeds for people to remind people, and also let people know, in the know, know if they do have to get out, traveling. And of course, if you don't have to, good for you. Stay home, right? Let it snow and stay home.
Enjoy it. It is a pretty snow. So if you get to step outside and look at the snow on the trees and the Christmas lights. There were several homes this morning that looked really nice with the snow and the Christmas lights. So hopefully you get to enjoy the day. If you do have to get out, like I say, you probably won't have too many issues, but that doesn't mean you don't have to take precautions.
Right. I love that. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Well, thank you so much. And you stay safe, and we'll be praying for your safety and everything. And of course, we got a big morning in the morning with Shop with the Cop, but
right.
we got to take one bite of the elephant today, right? And this is the bite.
Exactly. One step at a time. So everybody be safe out there.
Right. Well, you stay safe, okay? We appreciate your kindness for calling in, and take care, Carrie Halls.
No problem. You guys take care. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, there we go. I'm sad to hear all of those accidents, and when from our point A to point B, or if you drive around, you might not see them, but then you realize that how many are out there.
Yeah. It's sad.
Very sad, and I hope it's like almost an eye opener, and for people to really, be careful, be safe, not saying.
He's right about that snow blowing off of people's cars, though, because I've been the one receiving the snow blowing on my windshield, and especially depending on the temperature, it can freeze up on your windshields pretty quickly, and then it makes it difficult for the people behind you to see.
Right. And well, I was behind like a semi one time. We were kind of like on the side, kind of beside it almost, and it had the big snow on top. And I think they are supposed to clear that. I think they're supposed to clear that off, but it wasn't, and it came flying on my windshield.
Yeah.
It hit hard too, So I think those
because if they've frozen at all, they become sheets of ice too.
Yeah.
And that's even more dangerous.
Yeah. So be mindful for everybody, on the road. So
yes.
Allow extra time to get to your destination.
Yes.
Just be safe. Yeah. Things
slow and easy.
Mommies we are. Don't get out if you don't have to.
Be the tortoise, not the hare.
There you go. I love that. Who won the race, right?
That's right.
It is gorgeous. I do want to say it's so beautiful. I'm so glad you brought that up because and our last snow was so pretty.
It was.
It's just beautiful. It is, it's so pretty. It's so funny, because you have this blanket of snow early morning, and there's just a peacefulness, a silence.
There really is.
And then when you let the dog out, you see the dog trails.
It's funny though to see like which one, like from me, which dogs just thrive in the snow because they get the zoomies and they're like all over the snow.
Oh.
And then you have other ones and they're like, I don't want to touch this stuff.
What are we doing here?
Well, yeah. What are you making me do?
I'm going to go to the bathroom inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank goodness I've got the kind that love outside. You know what I mean? They don't mind, and I've got a Dano that just if you to see how ridiculous he plays, which I love. You know what I mean? His mind is a kindergartner. Which makes me happy because he's so funny. But anyway, he loves the snow.
Yeah.
I mean, so he's he likes to like race back and forth.
Yes.
So he has all that. Yeah. So anyway, exciting time for sure. But just to stay safe, and we are going to real quick. We're going to see if we can get our Sheriff Brent Miller too. That was our state with Carrie Halls. Now we're going to try to get Brent Miller and see if he's got some time. He might be busy with, of course, they all stay so busy. It's hard to get time with him, but let's see if we can get him. Maybe we can get Brent.
Hello.
Hi, Sheriff Brent Miller. Good to have you with us here this morning on Coffee Club. This is Becky and Holly. Happy snow day. Good morning.
Yeah, it's nice snow if you're an Eskimo, I guess.
Well, if you see Holly's fur hat over here, which I'm trying to get her to take it off so I can put it on. But anyway, yeah, she looks like a little Eskimo over there. She understood the assignment. But,
There you go.
but we kind of wanted to check in. I did see, and we talked with Kerry Halls for the Indiana State Troop, the state police, and he was talking the 5 counties that he covers. There's been quite a bit of accidents, and we know that, and he said that kind of northern part of our county might be some of the roads still pretty bad still.
Yeah, obviously, there's a lot more miles of county roads in the county than there are state roads. And I'll be honest with you, when I got out this morning, got moving around and things, some of the roads were in better shape than I thought they would be in.
Good.
But they are still slick and hazardous in spots, and it's going to take just a little while to get those things in order. And I know the city, the county, and the state, all the highway departments have been out. They've been doing a really good job, and it just takes the county a little bit longer because it's a big county, a lot of roads, and people just need to be a little patient. And if you don't have to get out, don't. Give the snow plows a little more time to get the roads in shape, and maybe this afternoon, if they need to venture out and go get milk or bread or something like that, why, they should be okay. They just still need to remember to use a little bit of caution, because the thing that worries me is when these temperatures start to drop and the moisture that is on the roads that are clear will then turn into black ice, and you don't see that, and it'll sneak up on you and get you pretty quick.
Right. Yeah. Well, and we think kind of the Paoli area, which would make let's kind of more towards our western part of the county, got a lot more, maybe a little bit, or maybe I shouldn't say a lot more, but maybe some more snow, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems the people that I've talked to seem fairly consistent. Most people here in the county that I've spoke with said it looks like we got about 5 inches, and they were anticipating some more, maybe in the northern part of the county than in the southern. But it seems to be fairly consistent around. And I think talking with Jenny Stempowski last night at our Christmas party, she was giving us all an update on the weather and things. And I don't know, there's more snow to come, and there's a lot of variables that can change things. We could end up with 6 to 10 inches of snow in total. But the good thing is that the temperatures are going to warm back up next week, so the stuff won't be around long. Enjoy it while it's here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is the time to get out and get playing. Just be careful in the snow. But I noticed it was such a blessing to have that kind of heads up, if you will, because I noticed over here at the radio station, I've got a bird's eye view. I've got a beautiful view of Walmart, and it was crazy how many people and how much traffic was there. And just like you said bread and milk, but I think there was a lot of toilet paper being bought too.
Yeah, that, and people looking for salt, de-icer, and those kind of things. Cause I ventured to Walmart myself a couple times yesterday, and it was pretty crowded. I thought it was Black Friday.
Yeah. But we've come a long way, baby, because years ago we would have never known. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, it is the great thing about technology today is they are more accurate about the weather and things. Although sometimes we still miss they still miss it sometimes, and I know they were talking about the weather models here that, it could shift, and as it got closer that they would do a little bit better job that snow line might shift a little farther south, and obviously it did, because in the beginning Louisville was just supposed to get a dusting, and this morning they were saying that they had, close to 5 inches down there too in places.
I had a call from Sellersburg that said that Sellersburg was kind of still pretty rough. Sellersburg was the one. They said that they had come from Louisville and it wasn't too bad, but then Sellersburg was pretty still. So they must have got, or maybe there's more of an area there, or something. I don't know, but Sellersburg was still covered.
Yeah, but like I said again, I was a little bit surprised when I got out and started moving around this morning that the roads were in a little bit better shape than I was expecting, because I was out late last night too. I was out close to midnight last night on the roads, and of course wasn't a whole lot of plowing going on then because the snow was coming down. I know the highway departments were going to wait on it, the snow to pass, and just wouldn't have done you a whole lot of good to push it off just to cover it back up again. So kudos to them. They've always got a good game plan, and it usually works out pretty good. And this morning, like I said, I think people would be fairly surprised that the roads were a little bit better shape than what you might think that they might have been in. So. But I don't want people thinking it's okay to still drive 55 today, because it's not.
No. And I'm glad, we need to really, and I hope, I hope their ears are burning, because these guys and gals that are driving the city, county, and state trucks, they've been out all night, they're doing it, and, we know that no matter what, they're going down some steep hills, and
Yes.
you get in the ice, and we pray for their safety, and, and they're actually, it's such a blessing, because, if it's one of those things, I feel like it's like, when you clean your house, no one notices when you do it, but they notice if it's not,
Right. Absolutely.
And it's just like, and on these roads, we'll get on the roads, and they have been, cleared off, or working on it, or look a lot better than what they could. And so I just hope that, they do a fantastic job, and I hope they feel the love, and I hope they understand how valuable and how important what they're doing, is.
Right. Yeah, they do. They really do a good job, and a lot of times they don't always get credit for the job that they actually do. And it's a lot of long hours, and just driving and trying to stay safe, keep your truck out of a ditch. Because sometimes when the snow gets deep enough, they'll end up off the road, and then they can't do anybody any good. But
Right.
And we want to remind everybody, if you do see a snow truck on a state road or a county road or something like that, slow down. Give them a little more room to do their job, to help you travel safer, when they're done doing their job. So hats off to the highway department. Like I said, I think they've done a great job here. And I know the people out in the farther edges of the county and stuff may be arguing with me right now about it. But again, you got to realize they're out there. And as soon as they can get down your road, they'll hit all the county roads before they're done. It just takes a little while to do it, and people just don't realize just how many miles of county road there actually is in the county. But there's a lot.
Yeah, and I think that's something that's very important. Just to give good reminders. We ask everyone to give grace, and something that Kerry Hall said with the Indiana State Police. He said that he's seen a lot of cars that are not cleared off, and are on the road. And that's something.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how dangerous that can be.
Well, absolutely, it can be. One, if you don't clear your windows off, it's hard to see, and two, you leave a lot of snow on there that blows off, and we've all been behind that guy going down the road, and a big sheet comes off the top of it, and if it hits your windshield, then you might not be able to see, and it might cause an accident. And it's safer for you as a driver and everybody else around you to take a little extra time to clear your vehicle off before you do go. And I know the snow seems to be a little bit of a powdery snow. I got my leaf blower out of the garage this morning, put it in the house so that it would warm up today, so I can try to blow off the vehicles and stuff. And I think that the snow is dry enough, or I say powdery enough, that you should be able to maybe even blow your driveways or sidewalks off with a leaf blower if you've got a good one.
Right. Well, good. That's good idea. Yeah, good food for thought there.
Yep.
And tomorrow morning, we're going to be rolling out with Shop with the Cop. Exciting.
Yay.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, as far as I know, still on for tomorrow. Now, I will mention that Cram the Cruiser is the following day on Sunday, and that's kind of up in the air right now. We're not sure what we're going to do. We really want to do the Cram the Cruiser, but, we're going to wait and see what happens tomorrow with the weather, because they're saying that we could have minus 18-degree wind chills on Sunday. And as far as me standing out there in the inclement weather for 4 hours, I don't know if I want to stand out in that. And plus, I don't know that a lot of people would want to get out and come to the store in that to make a donation. And we really greatly appreciate everybody, and we really want to do the best that we can do for the food bank. And so I'm just going to ask people to kind of pay attention to Facebook and social media and things about that, because we're going to wait and see what happens on Saturday and see if we still want to make a run at it on Sundays. I'd love to, but we also have, volunteers for the food bank that's going to get out and shuttle the food back and forth from the stores and things, and we want everybody to be safe. And minus 18-degree wind chills is not safe for people to be outside in that anyway. So again, I think Chop with the Cop's going to be fine tomorrow. I think we're going to have a go with that, and we'll have a lot of fun with that, and we'll see what happens on Sunday.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can't have we can't have green beans frozen.
No.
We can't have those cans of green beans or whatever. we don't. We don't.
Well,
want
we've
those-
stood out there in some pretty cold weather before in the past, but it's never been with below zero wind chills. And I just, I don't want anybody to get out in that kind of weather just to make a donation to us either.
Right.
We appreciate everybody, and I've had a lot of great feedback from people already wanting to come and donate to our Cram the Cruiser, and we really appreciate that. And we want it to be a successful food drive for our local food bank. And if we were to cancel it, we'd probably just bump it back to next weekend and do it weekend. So hopefully the weather will be better by then. They're saying that the weather is supposed to warm up next week, and the snow should be gone by then, thank goodness.
Right, and so this is the time to enjoy your snow. But yeah, so I will be here Sunday morning, of course, for work. So if you need to make other arrangements, please let me know, and I'll definitely announce it on the radio and let everybody know what's going on that. So if things change that.
We sure appreciate that, Becky, because we would want to let everybody know, so maybe people don't necessarily make a trip to town if we're not there.
Right.
And but we want to keep everybody safe too, and like I said, we want to consider that. And I wouldn't expect people to get out in those kind of temperatures to make a donation to us.
Right.
So.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I want to thank you so much, Sheriff Brent Miller. Keep up the great job, and we're praying for you guys, all of your whole team. And of course, and those, and I don't want to leave out even the dispatchers. Those, they're getting it too. And of course, all of our wonderful city, county, and state trucks out there, and all of our officers and emergency personnel, from the EMTs to the fire department. The fire department's been very busy lately. A lot going on, and we again want everybody to stay safe on these roads, and just on everything. Just hopefully everything will smooth over. Next week it'll warm up, and we'll talk about how much fun we had sledding, right?
Absolutely, and that's a key thing there to remind people, to keep an eye on the weather conditions and pay attention to, like your radio station and things like that for more upcoming weather and travel conditions and things like that. Because I surely expect things to change. Even though the roads, like I said, are in better shape today than I thought they would be. We got more weather coming in, and with the temperature change, that's going to be a game changer for a lot of people. And a lot of people, again, will think that, well, I don't see snow on the road, so it's safe, and we're going to go back to driving 55. Well, if there's moisture on the road and the temperatures drop like they're anticipating that they will, then again, that'll turn to black ice, and we will get very busy then, because we had several slide-offs last night when this all started. In the beginning, they kept us busy for a little while, but then it finally slowed down after midnight because everybody went home like they should and got off the roads. And it's been, shouldn't say this, but knock on some wood, we've not had a whole lot of accidents since midnight last night, and that's a good thing.
Good news, yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, good to hear that, yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's hope it stays that way, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Sheriff Britt Miller, thank you. You stay safe, and thank you so much for carving out some time this morning to talk with us here on Coffee Club, okay?
All right. You all have a good day.
You too. Thanks. All right. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate that. And it's very interesting to hear, you know, all of that. We want to do sledding, not sliding.
That's right. That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah. And staying safe, just it's so important. And I think, we it's been a year since we've done this. Reminding everybody,
That's like me this morning, because like I said, 60 just looked like wet, but I'm like, I worry about the black ice, and I'm going like 40, 45 miles an hour. I'm like, if y'all don't like being behind me, I can't help it, because I'm not speeding up. I'm not speeding up for you.
Well, and that's the thing, peer pressure on the road, don't do it.
Don't do it.
You do what you're comfortable at doing.
Yeah.
And if you're not comfortable getting out, then don't get out,
Right. Yeah.
And there's nothing
wrong with that.
Not at all. Might be very nice. Actually, if we could stay home, you think about all the things you could do. Sitting by hang on, the fire going, hang on, right, with a blanket on, sitting there, not a bad day.
Watching Christmas movies.
Oh, you know it, girl.
Drinking hot cocoa.
Oh, don't even.
Eating some homemade cookies and homemade Christmas candies.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And just like a warm blanket.
I'm a blanket person.
I'm a blanket baby.
Like, it may be
and
90
with the fire
degrees out,
going,
and
you hear that crackle.
Yes.
the crackle of the fire?
I don't have a fireplace. though.
Okay.
So.
Well, and then you kind of like, rock, paper, scissors. Who's going to get up and put another log on the fire? Who's going to do it? You know what I mean?
Not I.
So you wait till it gets to where, where it's in danger of needing another log. Okay. Yeah, it's so much fun. But anyway, so hats off to, for those who get to stay home, Holly and I might be a little jealous, okay?
Yeah.
So it started off, and I know, don't be that girl, but I am that girl. I broke a nail this morning.
Oh, no.
It's tragedy.
It is tragic.
Don't be that girl. I kept thinking, don't be that girl. Don't be that girl. I'm so mad. I am that girl. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Well, I think because it was so cold.
Yes.
It just snapped. It's just like, it's my real nail too. So it's just like, it didn't
Oh,
hurt.
even worse.
But it didn't hurt. It's just, I really was working on letting them grow.
Yeah. Oh.
I know. See,
Oh.
you're that friend. Oh, poor. Greg did not give me that. Greg was like,
So what?
well, no, here's what I got. Are you hurting? No. Okay.
Move on then.
Yeah.
It's just a broke nail.
That's right.
You're good.
Are you in pain? No. Okay. So much for that. All right. So
Only
I
we
appreciate
can
that, Holly. I needed
understand.
that. Oh.
Only we can understand what a broke nail does to you, right?
every woman listening is going, oh.
And the men are like,
was it
"So
very much,
what?"
And the men are like, so
Priorities. Set
That's
your
right.
priorities.
That's right. I know. Stay focused. I know. Well, another opportunity for anybody. We're going to give you some positives. If you are staying home, good for you. But you can actually.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for you. Not jealous at all.
Right.
You can do some rapping. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Rapping. That is something that I've heard everybody say. I've got so much rapping to do.
I did the majority of mine the day after Black Friday shopping, and
Okay.
I've just been keeping it up as deliveries are still coming in.
Okay, I love you, but you can sit on a nail over there because because if I was half as the person you are, you know what I mean? Yeah. Look at you. You're just shining. Okay.
I've been like trying to be super focused this Christmas season.
No, I'm like
know?
so impressed. If I'm telling you, I mean that. I would say this. I hope your ears burn behind your back because I'm just like Holly Thompson. You're getting it. You're kicking
Like
it.
most people, last night would want to go out get their bread and milk or whatever. Toilet paper. I had to get out so I could get. I had to replenish my butter and my Philadelphia cream cheese and my brown sugars and my flours because I still have more. I've been baking a ton of cookies and candies, but I still have more to do. So I'm like, if I'm going to be at home all weekend with the snow out there, because I'm not going to travel unless I absolutely have to, then I want to have all my needs for baking, my baking needs.
And I think people would bring you your needs because I just want to say the candy you brought me people will. I would walk through the snow to bring you butter if you needed a butter. If I heard the call, I need butter. I'm out of butter. You'd see me.
And I think because I've been doing it like a little day, like at a day at a time. I've been working on stuff, blah blah blah. And we had our employee Christmas party yesterday, and I brought all the things that I made and baked and everything. And I'm like, I didn't realize how much I had been making until it was all together. You know what I mean? Like all the cheese balls and all the dips and all the cookies and all the candy. When I put it all together, I'm like, oh wow, I've been busy.
Yeah. That's
But then I'm also at the almost panic mode a little bit because I'm like, it's less than 2 weeks to Christmas.
Okay, don't say that. You got
And I still have 3 more parties to do. So yeah. I got to get busy.
Yeah, I don't think there's any I don't feel worried about that at all.
I got to get busy.
I have all confidence in you. Well, if you are at home and you are rapping or thinking about rapping, so the question I want to ask you, Holly, are you a good rapper?
No.
Okay, my mom was really good at this. She would rap beautiful. And then she would make homemade bows.
That's what my mother did.
Each gift was like, it took, what you think about how personal that was. Not only did she pick out the gift to purchase, but she worked that extra to make the homemade bows.
It's
And
like they spend more time doing the bows and the embellishments, because Mom would do a bow and then she would add like a pine cone,
Yeah,
or
I know,
she
an
just like
ornament or something.
embellished an
Yes,
ornament
I
or something,
know,
and
I
she
know.
embellished them so beautifully that you almost didn't want to open it. They were so pretty.
So pretty, I know.
Where me, you have wrapping paper on it,
That's, well,
and you have a tag that says who it's to and who it's from.
yeah,
Like,
right.
And I feel good about getting that done.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah,
You know?
absolutely. If it's got, if it's covered, if you can't see it, I've done my part.
Yes.
Well, I can honestly sit down and I can do a beautiful wrap, okay, and I can do a bow. I can make a homemade bow. I can do all that. I don't have the time to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where there's a difference. You know
Yes.
what I mean? So, okay, so I am one of, like you. I mean, it is like, it's so funny because like, if you take a photo, like I don't want to show the presents because
Right.
they're so ugly.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm that person where like years ago, like I'd put everything in a box and then wrap it, and then it looks a little more like it's like a package.
Right.
Well, I don't want all those boxes, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just extra. What are you going to do with, right?
Yeah.
And so I will like it'll have different shapes, right? It's going to be I don't know. I'm with you on that. But my group, here's where my group is fantastic. My family does not care.
Right.
They don't care. You know what I mean? They wouldn't care if it was in a Walmart bag. You know what I mean? They don't. My group gives me grace beyond. You know what I mean? I've never heard one word about how ugly that is wrapped. You know what I mean?
Well, I just remembered that when Mom's first 2 grandkids came along, and she spent, I can't tell you how many hours wrapping all of the gifts, because it was the first 2 grandkids, right? Wrapping beautiful bows, beautiful embellishments, beautiful wrapping paper. Like underneath her tree looked like, I don't even have words for it. It was so many gifts. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Like, I didn't get this many. What happened? And just beautiful. And to see how quickly those girls tore through the wrapping paper, not even caring or noticing the beautiful bows and embellishments on the packaging. Most of us were digging through the paper trash to get them, because we're like, oh no, we can keep these and recycle these and use these next year. They didn't give 2 cares in the world about it. And when I seen them just shred through it, I'm like, yep, now I appreciate that I'm able to get the paper on there.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. So I'm with you on that. Well, so if you are, a good rapper, yay for you. And and we and are we worse at it than we used to be? I agree. Yes, we are what it used to be. Yes, it says. Some of us don't seem that some things don't seem that hard, but we just like you said, get the wrapping paper on there.
I spend my extra time putting tape on the packages,
Yeah,
and I think I've done that since my girls were real little.
Because they peaked.
And I know my history of when I was a little girl. Tape wasn't what it was like today, and you could peel that tape, like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Holly.
And my mom learned to wrap gifts with lots of tape because of me, and so then I in turn have wrapped my gifts with lots of tape, and I always apologize. I'm sorry. Like, I know there's a lot of tape. I'm sorry. It's just what I do.
It's the way I roll.
It's
That's
okay.
Right. Well, it's giving you here's some ways to wrap hard things, okay? If you're wrapping a candle, round stuff's harder to wrap.
Yes.
So they're saying use a gift bag.
I'll still wrap candles depending on depending on the shape, because some of them that's got like the base but then the top is a different shape. But also I've still wrapped candles, but I've also done gift bags for candles too, because round cylinder shapes tend to be a little bit more hard.
But I like to so you put it in the middle of the paper, and then you bring it up, and then you got that top, like I'm gonna call it like the chimney.
Right. See,
there's got to be a name for that.
Technical chimney.
Whatever. This chimney up here, and then if you put a bow on the bottom, and then you kind of fan it out. I think it looks pretty.
I just,
Right?
I'll roll
Spring
it
up
and
oh
wrap
well.
it, but then I try to fold the bottom where it's almost, um, I don't know. I try to fold it where it ends up in the center, and you can literally put one piece of tape if that's all you need to, But it takes skill to even do that, because then some of the pieces are, I don't know. Again, I'm just not a very good wrapper.
Okay, well, that's all right. Okay, here's some suggestions. This is what we're doing. This how to wrap a baseball bat.
That's not going to be a dead giveaway on what it is.
What'd you get? Let's see.
I think I got a bat.
Okay, here we go. The easy way is to put it in a box or get a cardboard shipping tube. Oh, no, that's cool.
Oh, that's a great idea.
That's a grand idea.
Yes.
You could also, and just put a bow on it. Wrapping the bat can also mean replacing the grip. I don't know what that means. Research may have gotten wrapping. Oh, okay.
So you can't hold it to know what it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you see somebody over there swinging your
Well, and if I've had gifts in the past that were extremely important for them to be a surprise, because who doesn't like to shake their gifts and try to guess, right?
We gotta shake it.
Gotta shake it. And so if I want a secret to be kept hidden, then I have done very creative wrapping. Like, I'll wrap boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes. I'll add rocks to it. I'll add marbles to it. I'll add stuffed animals to it, so it softens it. And then I've also sent them on scavenger hunts. You open one gift and it says you have to go to the mailbox. The mailbox has another, and I'll do that all the way until I get to the point where their actual true gift is hidden somewhere that they had no idea, and they never would have guessed it.
Right.
Those are fun too, doing gift scavenger hunts.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. That's good. I've done the scavenger hunts before. Those are fun too. Yeah. But I think it's funny though when you throw them off. They have no clue. And I know I wrapped a lot of gifts in my coffee boxes of coffee. And they were like, Ray, somebody got eye rolls. Oh, coffee. And then, well, first of all, you're not going to get a gift if you roll about coffee, right? Not a good thing for me.
No.
But anyway, then they were like, oh, and then they saw their gifts inside of it. So I've done that before too. But okay, so how to wrap Power Wheels. If you want it assembled and out of the box, maybe don't wrap that one. Just go with a really big bow. Now, see, I'm one of those. I love, honestly, like I rap when the girls were little, but then I love presentation. Like, I'm a huge presentation. My mom was all about that.
Right.
Presentation when they came down the stairs.
Yeah, I agree. Because, the spirit of Christmas is that first thing Christmas morning, you know. And I know bigger gifts that I have given, I've either put the bows on it, like it doesn't come out until, the wee hours, and I put a bow on it because it's too big for me to wrap. Or they have really nice big bags now that will hold like bicycles and this and this and this and this. And so sometimes the big bags may be able to fit over what you have too, so they may still get the shape or whatever, but it's still wrapped.
Yeah.
They still aren't 100% sure, right? Until they open.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. Still a mystery.
That's it. Love that. All right, well, Power Wheels, how to wrap sweatpants. Ooh, this is interesting. Again, a box makes it easier, but the process is the same way. It's just harder than the soft step. But now, see, that's what I was talking about. Like, yes, you could put the sweatpants in a box, or if you just wrapped it, yes, it's not going to be as pretty, but it's the less you don't have the box.
I do boxes. I'll put mine in boxes. Yeah.
See, there's the ugly presents. Well, I'm sorry. Well, I was doing boxes, but just too much boxes. You know what I mean? There's too much boxing going on here. How to wrap a calendar. Okay, they're one of the easiest things to wrap. If you can't handle something square, and then maybe somehow you're doing wrapping wrong. So they're not giving you any grace. That was,
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So candles or calendar's the easiest to wrap. The hardest they say is a candle. So there we go.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. So those are some tips for anybody doing wrapping today. Good for you. And
Or anything around like that, because I mean, like you think of the Bath and Body sprays,
yeah.
you know, or any type of whatever brand it is, because those are round too, like the candles are. So those can be difficult as well to wrap.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, here are some things that people are predicting. Not, please, Holly and I are not saying it's going to happen, but they're predicting the American traditions that will fade away in the coming decades.
No,
I know.
none of them.
Maybe by bringing these out, maybe they'll keep them alive. Maybe people will say, "Oh, we can't let that happen." Right?
Sort of like what, I forget what the movie was, but you had to sing Christmas songs to get Santa's sleigh to have the magic to fly.
That was
So
Elf.
do we need to sing
Yeah.
Christmas songs then? Okay.
for all to hear.
Yeah.
But the elf, what's your favorite color?
We cannot take Christmas magic away. Now that
Oh,
can't
I
happen.
love it. Love it. Okay, well, here are what people are saying, okay? So let's turn this around. Turn that frown upside down, right? Let's turn this around. Okay. My overalls are coming on. Okay, so here are what they're saying. Number one, class reunions. Someone said that social media has made the class reunions irrelevant because people are just keeping up on social media.
I can see that.
I
I can see that.
I know.
I can.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's true. I mean,
I've only been to one of mine.
well, and you do kind of keep up with everybody that way. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But I do want to say that I did go to mine and had a blast. Loved
But
it.
it's also really nice when you go too, and you get to see the old faces that you've not seen.
Did you say old face?
Well, you know, in my case,
Well, I know, but
In my
I'm
case.
just saying how about the beautiful faces?
including the beautiful face.
The
Well, I mean, like
beautiful.
old friends.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you know, and I don't
Oh,
mean
yeah,
that
I
with
know.
age. I mean, like, you know,
Yeah, treasures. Yeah.
treasured
Old treasures.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, number two, trick or treating. Someone said that since trunk or treating took off, they haven't had any trick or treaters in their neighborhood. Social media makes it easier to find the best neighborhoods for candy, but trunk or treating is very
Well,
popular.
and you know, in the day and age we live in, I can completely understand and appreciate that. It makes me sad because, you know, in my childhood, we had homemade cookies and hot cocoa and homemade popcorn balls that we were able to get at people's homes, and but this is a different generation,
It is.
and it's not as safe in many circumstances as it was. And the
Right.
trunk or treat makes things safer and puts the parents more at ease, I believe.
I agree.
You know.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, number three, massive gender reveal events. Not just because all the forest fires. I don't know. Okay, this is okay. I'm reading it. Someone said they've taken such a hit because they're fading back now to the low key, just family, like slicing into a cake to see what colors inside. They're not the gender reveals. Well, because they've had all kinds of. There's been some really fun. They're very creative. You know, I've seen them like where they have taken a shotgun and shoot. You know, like something and
Right.
like what color comes out.
Yeah.
And I think they've done like fire. I think they've done like fireworks and stuff.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
so maybe just coming back a little bit. Maybe just keeping it more family and cake. I just want to say something right now. I wouldn't be mad about the cake.
Oh no. I've done a gender reveal cake for somebody before, where I put all the goodie, you know, I hollowed out the center and put all the candies in the center, where when you cut it open, the color of the baby, not the color of the baby, the gender, the color, either pink or blue, fell out of the cake.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
No, that would be cool. That would
Yeah.
be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I like gender reveals. I think they're so much fun. I do.
Yeah.
I like watching them on social media
I do
and
too.
seeing the different ways that people do them.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Mhm. Oh, very
Like
creative. Very
creative.
Very
Seem
creative.
very creative ones.
Yeah.
And it's so exciting for the parents to see what the gender of their baby's
I
going to
agree.
be.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yay for life. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So number 4, which you're gonna say never, Black Friday. It's already dying, at least fighting through crowds to get into the different stores. The pre-holiday deals might continue, but now there's a whole new long weekend with Cyber Monday. Black Friday may lose its, I guess, momentum.
You know, and that's a very sad day.
That's a very low, sad day.
Because it has changed since COVID. It has changed. You know, you start the sales weeks before Thanksgiving even comes. Like they're going on, and I don't pay attention to it because again, my focus is on the Friday after Thanksgiving.
I do.
And so I don't even pay attention to it. But all these sales are already going on, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And again, it's not the same, and it hurts my heart.
Right.
It hurts
You're hurt.
my heart.
Well, I'm really sad
It hurts
yes.
my heart.
But see, now I do want to say I am one of those that did jump on the early sales, because they were like really good. And but I do love to go to see. I had to be a part, you know, just to see and the excitement. And I'm with you. I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't go away.
Because again, the meaning for me over the past, you know, decade, the purpose of Black Friday shopping has changed. You know, where now it's like I want to go out with a friend and I want to have a good time and I want to drink the hot cocoa and I want to eat breakfast and I want to go shopping and I want to, you know, just have fun with a friend that day.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Oh, absolutely.
It'll always be alive for me.
There you go.
It's just the world around me will change, and I'll just have to adapt in it a little bit.
That's all right, Holly. Ain't nobody going to break your stride.
It's
nobody
fine.
Gonna slow you down. That's exactly right. You go forward. Yeah, go boldly into that night. You don't
I'm
stop.
gonna walk to the beat of my own drummer.
That's exactly
you know?
right. I'll be walking.
Little drummer
with you.
boy's got me walking straight.
I'm with you on that. I'll walk with you.
Yeah.
Okay, number 5, the Miss America pageant. There's another. This one is another pretty easy prediction, since pageants are a lot less of a thing now than they were in the 80s and 90s.
I agree, and I'm not upset about that one too much.
Whatever, yeah.
Not upset about that one.
I do love to watch them.
I do love to watch them, and you know, again, 10 years ago, I used to even like watching the girls' pageants or whatever. But I've watched too many of the reality shows that shows the true behind the scenes, and I'm like, that's not right. Like, that's you know, too much pressure on a little girl, or a little boy. Like, too much pressure that is put on them, and even for the older ones, you know, it's just beauty is within, and people people need to appreciate what's on the inside more than they do the outside. You know. That's my thoughts.
What a beautiful platform. If you just say, and I want world peace.
I want world peace.
There you go. You
for
won.
Christmas. How about that? But it's the truth.
No,
we need to quit focusing on what people look like and look in their heart. You know, how you act and behave is more important to me than what you physically look like.
Yeah, I agree. No, I think that's beautiful, Holly.
You know, it's that golden rule, you know, do unto others as you'd have done unto you, and we just need to treat each other with kindness and love, and, okay.
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful public service announcement over there. Just reminding everybody. That's exactly right. I love that, Holly. Very good.
I mean, because women have become, with these beauty pageants, have become anorexic because of it, and they, you know, other people who didn't think they met the whatever standards they were, like they feel horrible about them. It's poor body imaging that you're creating with doing these. So again, I like watching them as much as the other, but it's just we need to quit body shaming if you know.
Also,
okay,
yeah,
I'll stop. Everybody's like, hush it, Holly, move on.
No, you go, girl. I say go, girl. You go, girl. Okay, number 6, private fireworks. There's been an increasing local crackdowns on, mostly because property damage and people getting injured. One person said maybe they'll never go to 0, but you could increase in going instead to the professional shows with the role of drones increasing. I just want to say, you know, our wonderful friends at Holiday World, they do that drone show. I cannot say how cool that is.
Yeah.
I'm like taken back every time I see it.
Yeah.
Holiday World, you guys rock. They are just, they are top tier.
And I do like doing my own fireworks, but it's usually, it's the smaller ones. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I'm there in Pekin, so I get a great show every year.
Absolutely.
A great show in Pekin.
For sure.
Yeah.
Number 7, daylight savings time, and it says, yeah, good luck with that one, because they've been talking about that for years.
Years.
That's not going to,
years.
I just don't see it. I mean, you know what I mean?
Well, and look how long it took us to get used to the Clark County, Washington County divide of fast time and slow time.
Oh, my God.
You know, I mean,
that was so hard.
That was very hard to get used to
absolutely.
when it stopped.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
For us who live in this area, it's like it was just in our routine, you know, but, so yeah.
Okay, number 8, weddings, at least large-scale productions. Someone online said a lot of Americans are either too strapped for cash or don't want to send themselves into debt. The wedding is spectacular itself. The wedding spectacular itself is not what it used to be. Feeling spectacular and putting all that to it, I guess.
You know, to me, weddings, it is between you and your future husband or wife and God, right? Mm-hmm. It's a sacred ceremony. And to spend thousands of dollars just on a dress that you're going to put in a box or put in a shadow box or whatever and never see again or wear again, and the money spent on everything is just, to me, it's not worth it. You know, but to each their own. If people want to do that, it's your wedding. Do what makes you happy. For me, not so much. You know, I'm more of, I want more intimate, and I want more, I still want it to be pretty. I still want a pretty dress. You know, I still want pretty flowers. I still want all that, and that's fine. But to spend, some people spend fortunes on them, and it's just, I don't know. I think it's over the top. It's not needed.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's you and your future spouse and whoever is conducting the marriage between you two and God. Like, that's what counts. That's what counts. The commitment you're making to each other for a lifetime is what counts. Yeah. Not how pretty your dress was.
Right. Well, and you know, and the marriage, you know, from $100 wedding to $100,000 wedding is just as valuable.
Absolutely. Yeah. All
right. Okay, so weddings, but the large scale ones, they're saying these for those that's now tuning in, it's supposed to be people are predicting the American traditions will kind of fade away. So the big weddings like that.
But I love it when you have people who can come out and celebrate you.
I want to go.
I love
going to weddings.
Yeah, because
I love going to weddings.
There's just something so special about seeing two people join into one.
I know.
There is, and so I love weddings.
Me too.
And the cake.
Yeah.
It's all about the cake.
It's the most important part of the wedding, remember?
Yes.
That's the most important part of the wedding, remember? Okay. Thank you cards. One person said they're a pain and can simply be handled with a text or just saying thanks next time you see the person.
Well, and they're right. I mean, you can say thank you in a text, and that's kind of like the age that we live in. Like, writing a handwritten note, first of all, the art of writing cursive is becoming scarce.
Yeah.
You know, and I still love it when I receive handwritten notes of thanks or appreciation or whatever. It hits different, you know, and the person's taken extra time out to get the card, to write the card, to mail the card. It's becoming a lost art.
I agree.
Cards in general and handwritten notes and letters and things like that are becoming extinct because you have email and text and Facebook and all the social media platforms, and you know, it's a lost art, but I still value them when I receive them.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
And which brings us into number 10, Christmas cards. Someone said we used to get dozens, which we were talking about that the other day, actually. I think it was Tuesday. We were talking about how I used to wrap my doorways.
Yes.
Which I loved, you know, with Christmas cards. Very few, you know, you get, you know.
I think I've only received 2 this year.
Yeah, I think I'm maybe 5, but that's, you know, very, you know, and I want to say I've loved every one of them.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, they've been. I mean, but
because you're right. Like I grew up, Mom used to have this
Oh, my-
whole area that was just for cards, and you'd see the cards. It was just beautiful.
so real quick, if you're not into the holiday spirit, which I hope everyone's feeling it, I hope they start feeling this. This is
Yes.
such a. I feel like this time right here. If I could put time in a bottle, you know what I mean, and just like hold on to this because right now, like we've started. And it's gonna be up on us like you're saying 2 weeks, which I don't need to count down, Holly.
It's
It makes
actually
me I'm
less
nervous.
than
I'm
2
nervous.
weeks
No, Holly, I'm
now.
nervous over here. But anyway, this is this time right here is just like such a lovely time. I love this time. Okay. Well, if you're not though, which we know, and when everybody has to adjust their sales. I get that. Well, here are some holiday things if you're not feeling holiday this year. Okay. Number 1, play some holiday music.
Yes.
100%. And that is Wslm. We've got I was busting out the seams waiting because a few years ago I started like right after Halloween, and I got some slack. People kind of like, oh. But I waited, and now it's full throttle, and I love it. So anyway, holiday music or watch your favorite Christmas show.
Absolutely.
Yes, love it. Okay.
And just holidays can be difficult for those who have lost loved ones and things
absolutely.
like that. And just remember, everyone, you are loved, you are valued, your ripples matter, and tomorrow's another day.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we've had these Christmases, and Holly, that you have to adjust yourselves.
Yeah. I mean, this one's gonna be a tough one for me. You know that. This one's gonna be a tough one for me.
I know. And I know it is. Yeah. And
Which I think why I have dove head first into baking and things like that, because I'm trying to. My memories of Christmases that I had with my mom are extremely special, and so I'm trying to create those memories.
I know that.
You know.
And you're doing a fantastic job. She's so proud.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Number 2, plan a small holiday event, which you've got 3 more to go.
I do.
Or doesn't have to be a party, but just maybe a shopping trip with a friend, making cookies. Maybe family member could do, just spending some time with a family member. Okay. Number 3, send 1 Christmas card to someone special.
I like that.
Okay. Even if you send out 1 card every year, write 1 personalized letter or card to someone you haven't connected in a while. These are things to get you in the holiday spirit. Number 4, make a donation to a good cause, which we do have. Of course, we're going to see tomorrow our benefits, reaping the benefit of Shop with a Cop. Still never too late to donate to Shop with a Cop. But also, and then our food bank. I just want to say real quick on our food bank. Our food bank rocks.
Oh yeah.
But it's the community that wins this, and I want to say they help about 500 families a week.
That is amazing.
Okay, that's give-ish. Okay, I'm okay. 100%, 500 people. That's give or take. I'm saying, but around 500 people a week. Okay, I just want this to sink in. That's huge families. That's
huge.
And what a blessing. Okay,
Yes.
then I know that Brad's always like, oh, Becky, we do it because they do it for the right reason. But our Walmart donates so much. I just and they do it and they don't tell it.
Yeah.
And I love to highlight. Okay. Then what they do, but also the rock stars in our community, our people. You talk about givers.
Yep.
And coming out. You guys, Salem Crossing, Meadowview. You guys, how many pounds?
1,200
pounds.
Yep.
That you guys, and this was, nobody asked you to do this. This was just, let's do it. Let's kick it up. Let's make a fun competition. Let's do this.
Yep.
Rock stars. The one that won was our community. Who won?
Exactly.
Who won the competition? Our community.
Exactly.
So what a blessing. I just
Yeah.
really think there needs to be. I love to give praise to this whenever people. I just want people to be aware. Sometimes you have to tell people things for people to know, and I just think it's just such a blessing. I'm over the moon with our community.
Well, and there's people that donate to it every day that don't want any
Oh.
Like there are so many unsung heroes that are just they go to the store and they're like, do throw in this and this and this and this for the food bank, and they're just we have a great.
Brent Miller
great
said
community.
that there's an individual that walks in, writes a check for a Shop with a Cop, and doesn't ever want his name.
Right.
Or I shouldn't say him or her. I don't know. I don't know if it's a man or woman. Because but somebody walks in and just does this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the integrity.
If you're doing it for the right reason, you shouldn't need recognition.
I know.
You shouldn't.
That brings a tear to my eye. I love that. Because so many times you have the negative. There's so much positive.
A lot of positive.
Okay, so make a donation to a good cause, okay? And number 5, look at old pictures from the past holidays, which I love to do.
Yeah.
This one's tricky because it might make you feel a little sad too, but the hope is to remind you of some fun and festive memories.
Yep.
So yes, you will have tears in your eyes, but it will be a good thing.
Or the blubbering face that probably was behind.
You know, and that's the thing. God gave us the emotion of sadness, tears. I mean, these are all. That's okay.
They're all normal.
They're all normal.
They're
it's
all
okay.
normal
you know
emotions.
What I mean?
There's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah, I'll cry with the best of them.
Absolutely.
And I don't have any problem with that. It's ugly.
Yeah.
But it's gonna happen. I mean, and that's okay. You know,
it's
if
fine.
you hurt, you hurt. You know, that's okay.
Everybody handles grief differently.
Absolutely.
And there's no right or wrong
Nope.
with it. Not at all.
And we need to respect that too.
Yep.
Yeah. So those are some tips, and hopefully everyone will have a beautiful weekend. It is finally Friday. Friday.
13 days to Christmas.
See, I need. You know what? You know how many presents I have wrapped?
How many?
0.
Broadcasting from the real world, The Rick Burgess Show.
Thank you, America, for being with us today. We have a lot to do going forward, including getting to know those that have come from all over and now settling into the box seats. Front row seat to watch how sausage is made. And I got to warn you, it's not going to be pretty. Here we go. We'll meet them coming up. One or two of them may get a chance to win some money.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
I see them looking over at it.
It's so funny, the questions that you get when they all first come in. Number one, you deal with the disappointment of those that came here to lift Greg on their shoulders and claim him as, king of all the small town heroes out there. But Greg not with us today. Sorry, it happened overnight with his wife and an abscess tooth, and so it just he's dealing with it.
Bad.
I've never had one, but the people who have say it's very unpleasant. You want to seek relief, and hopefully Dudney getting involved. We're getting that all done today. So then he has to make that bold decision as a husband.
It goes back to this, doesn't it?
Well, it does.
Yeah.
And you get to the point, and usually you'll start. If it's something like this, you think you can get them relief, but right now they need you. And then you go, so well, I'm glad, man, we got to see the dentist and all that, and it's good. Says you feeling better? Yeah, I feel better. So how are you like, hey, I'm better, or just a little bit better? Right. And really, if you're a translator, what that means is, do you feel good enough that you're not going to be furious when I go get my truck and go hunt?
That's right.
And so that.
Now, what Christmas movie do you want to watch?
Hey, let me get this on for you. Do you need anything, baby?
I know we got the prescription filled, so that's there.
And your prescription is in there. Remember, you're supposed to take this. Now, you have my cell phone. If you need me at all, right. Except during those key times when the deer are moving, reach out. And
text, don't call.
Yeah,
text. I probably
of course,
can't
honestly, our our daughter and her husband, they're a lot closer to you than I'll be. But I mean, if you need me, I've been there. I have been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was and you ever do that thing where when you're getting ready to go hunting and it's going to be something like an overnight and all that, when you get serious about it, like we're about to. And you want to make sure that your wife hasn't forgotten it.
Yeah.
You do that awkward bring it up. Yeah, you're right. I mean, we do need to do that because it's weekend. Of course, I'll be going hunting. So, you keep doing that,
right?
Because if you don't watch it,
because
Thursday will show up and they forgot.
I'll do the show, and then I won't come back home because I'll go straight on down and hunt.
You ever had that moment where you've talked about something for 3 weeks, like a hunt, you keep dropping those, and all of a sudden out of nowhere on the Thursday, they're like, yeah, I told so-and-so that maybe we could go do something with them on Saturday. And you're like, what?
Mm-mm.
What?
No,
What's that? Did you forget?
You're going to do it in the shooting house.
Yeah, right. So
or do something with somebody else. You know what I mean? Well, what you said, but that doesn't sound right.
No.
So anyway,
no,
you're right. You don't want them to forget.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you guys do a shared calendar? Because
Yes,
that helps
yes.
with this a lot.
It does,
Yeah,
doesn't it? I don't know how to do
but you
that.
have to look at it for it to help.
You have to look at it,
Uh-huh.
and you kind of almost have to announce, like, hey, it's in the calendar. It's been added.
Right.
And
It's official.
And then a lot of times sometimes I'll like be a couple days before something and say, hey, that's been in the calendar for months.
Yeah.
So you have to look at it.
You do.
Looking at it is important.
You do.
My wife
Kinda
has...
like parent-teacher meetings and like things at the
exactly.
school that have been in there and you
Some
forgot
people
about.
even
Yeah,
have
things
something
like that.
posted in their house. What I do is my wife has this calendar, and it just stays open all the time unless we have company. And it's right there on the island in the kitchen. And she's like me. We still use the paper calendars where you write them and all that.
Right.
I know that we're behind the times, but it just... And what I will do, I have done this. She'll have that calendar laying there. I'll get the pen when she's not around, and I'll go right there, Rick Hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll act like she wrote it, even though she'll come back and realize that's not her handwriting, and she wonders why I wrote about myself in third person. But you know, it's one of those things where I want that documented.
Yeah.
I want that on the table.
Have you seen the reels of the advertisements for this new? It's about as big as a 40-inch screen TV, but it's like a huge iPad. But all it is a calendar, and they're like, "Oh, your wife will love it," and you put it in the kitchen or where you mud room or whatever you've got, and that's where the calendar is, and it's like iCal or the family calendar, and that's where everything's organized, and it shows whoever it is in the family. They're like putting stuff in it, and so you can see it. I thought about getting us one of those. So it's just so big you can't even. I mean, you'd have to hit you on the forehead to get out of the door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to stay on the same page.
I know people that have, and it's unfortunately that's the name of it, but it's a big calendar, Yes.
Oh.
And it's
like
a big
like the fan,
calendar.
like
Got
the
it.
fan,
like the fan company.
They're
Yes.
big fans.
Okay.
But
they are big.
they have a calendar that you can put up on a wall in your house.
That's what you need.
I think this is what I'm talking about. I believe.
And
I think
this is not digital. You said it's like an
yeah,
iPad.
no, yeah, it is digital. Okay, yeah, okay, go ahead.
This is just a entire year on one thing. So as a family, this is in their kitchen. The people I know, this is in their kitchen in their house, and it's it's like 4x4 or 4x6 on the wall.
I like it.
And it shows the whole year. The weekends are the darker things, and then you can go through your whole year and even lay out the year ahead. I might have to do that in 2026.
It's you know, Sherry and I, we have quite active little calendar.
Google Skylight calendar.
Good for scheduling vacations. And stuff, you know.
And if you and the thing you always have to watch out for too, if you're going hunting, you have to make sure that your wife has something going on, because it cuts down on the I resent that you're not here. Okay, and then I found myself trying to be like her social advisor. So have you got somebody to go with you see Nutcracker? No. But you want me to call a few people? You know, I thought you were gonna get tickets to go see the Nutcracker. You know, so you can go with a woman. So for the grace of God, I won't have to go. And you know, and it's
is the Nutcracker 10 hours long?
Yeah. Hey, no. I went ahead and got me some tickets. Who's going with you? Well, I talked to your mom. She can't go. Okay. Well, you know, then I start giving options. What have you thought about calling her?
Yeah.
You know, and now I'm because I'd like to get that plane landed.
Happened to me last night.
Same thing.
Terry was speaking, you know, just the calendar out loud. So let me get this right. So you're going to show? Are you going straight there, down to Rick's? And I'm like, well, yeah, I've got everything. The truck's packed and all that.
We're headed straight there.
And I said, yeah. And she said, okay, well, good, because you know tomorrow's our baking day. And I went bacon day.
Not you.
No, I'm not baking. She's saying bacon or baking. I don't know what she's doing. You know, with me and all the swag moms, we get together over at one of their houses.
That's fantastic.
And they just bake all day. And it's like about 6 ladies. And man, it's just like,
you know what I got today?
It's a feast of nothing. I mean, she brings home so much stuff for the entire holiday season. And so she's going to be doing that all day.
You know what I got?
And I was like, yeah.
You know, I had today. I got Nutcracker tomorrow. That she's going to right in the middle of the hunt, which is huge. And then the afternoon hunt. But And today, there's this little group of women called the Jesus Girls. They do a women's Bible study together.
Oh.
They're all having their big Christmas lunch today.
Oh, that's so big.
I'm so happy.
They won't think about us till like 6 p.m.
She won't think about me till she starts headed to that bed. Now she'll miss me there. That's when I might get a text. But
people are in here. I can't look up when you say stuff like that.
Talk about sleeping. What are you talking about? I mean, it's it's comfortable when you've been married for 30 years in February. You miss that person when they're not there.
Right.
That's what.
It's you sleeping by yourself.
Right. So anyway,
the dogs could think they can come in at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I will tell you one thing. We come back on this because I want to ask you another thing about the trip this weekend.
Okay.
Have you ever tried to get on the same page about one of your hobbies? And no matter how long they've been around it, they can't quite get it. They still don't fully understand how it works, which makes me think they're not listening when we're telling them about how the hunt went.
We don't listen to them.
Well,
This is the Rick Burgess Show.
You know, every family has that one holiday cooking disaster story. Well, rest easy. Those days are over with Chef IQ Sense. This wireless cooking thermometer is the best gift to yourself or friends and family. It's going to get your meat perfect every time. And it's a great gift for seasoned cooks and everyone in between. This season, give yourself and your loved ones the gift of perfectly cooked meals with Chef IQ. With my code BIGVOX, you'll save 30% today. Go to chefiq.com. Use the code BIGVOX. Christmas specials are on at mypillow.com/BigVox. Get the children's Bible Story Pillow 5-pack, $29.98. My slippers with a free bottle of leather protectant spray, $39.98. Blankets, comforters, and duvets as low as $25. In a blowout sale on the standard My Pillows are $14.98. Queens, $18.99, and Kings only $1 more. You place your order now through December the 25th, and you'll have the 60-day money-back guarantee extended through March 1st. Visit mypillow.com/BigVox.
Paid for by term provider. Premiums will vary. Plans depend on age, location, and other factors. Visit bigloot.com.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-555-1509. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-555-1509. That's 800-555-1509. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-555-1509. 800-555-1509.
The holiday season has a way of taking you back in time. For me, the smell of wood burning in the fireplace, my mom filling the house with classic Christmas music from country legends, and the sight of my dad wrapping presents on Christmas Eve bring back the best holiday memories. It's those little memories filled with joy and love that make Christmas the most magical time of the year. I'm John Hazen, CEO at Boot Barn, and we're wishing you a Merry Christmas filled with joyful memories. Boot Barn, share the West.
Constipation with belly pain that keeps coming back and back and back. If your symptoms keep coming back, talk to your doctor. It could be irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C. Linzess could help you get ahead of it. Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Winter is here. When the temperature drops, so does your truck's performance. Avoid fuel gelling by using Hot Shot Secret's EDT Plus Winter Defense, a 7-in-1 fuel booster and anti-gel that improves cold weather performance. The 7-point cetane boost decreases DPF regens and increases fuel economy. Be confident that your engine is running smoothly and trouble-free, even in the coldest temperatures. Hot Shot Secret EDT Plus Winter Defense, available at Pilot Flying J, Amazon, O'Reilly Auto Parts, and HotShotSecret.com. Hot Shot Secret, powered by science.
FIFA World Cup 2026 is coming soon, but your opportunity to be there starts now through an exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card. For a limited time, become a new customized Cash Rewards or Unlimited Cash Rewards Visa credit card holder, and you will be eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. Warrants reserved.
If you're looking for a holiday gift, I've been using Raycon's Everyday Earbud Classics, and honestly, they're so good. Right now, they're up to 20% off at buyraycon.com/bigvox. Grab them while you can. The Everyday Earbud Classics are loaded with upgrades. We're talking active noise cancellation, multi-point connectivity, ergonomic fit that actually stays put. Over 3 million customers love Raycons. Get the perfect audio gift site-wide for up to 20% off at buyraycon.com/bigbox. Order by December 15th for Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho! The Christmas Cash Countdown is underway. Don't miss a moment of the show and get the gift of cash from old St. Rick.
Yeah, and the box seats, you're going to get a shot at that too today. You'll get another shot before we're done today. That new number is 205-530-1000. That's the number for calling now. Text number's still the same. 888, the number 6, Big Vox. That's 624-4869. And we've already given you a word to text that will produce $100 for somebody in a random drawing at the end of every single show. 5 shows left next week, and then we have a little bit left today. Okay, so I was talking about, we're talking about this hunting thing from the text line. I'm not sure I fully understand this. I have a debate at home. My wife considers hunting as one of my hobbies. I say it's not. What say you? Well, my question would be, if it's not